something I'm more excited for than a big three-part story,
Hmm.
personally.
Yeah, I probably agree with you there. We've got some more Christopher Eccleston news here, in which he's spoken about the 50th anniversary. Now, this actual quote is a couple of years old, but for some reason it's doing the rounds again, thanks to a We Got This Covered article. Good old We Got This Covered. Back again. At a convention, Chris was asked about why he didn't appear in the 50th. And I tell you what, Harry, because it's been a while, how about we get you to read the quote from Christopher Eccleston, because we haven't had your Ninth Doctor voice in a little while.
Do you want any context leading into the quote? Do you want to provide that?
Well, he was asked at a convention about the possibility of him doing the 60th, and why, sorry, not the 60th, the 50th, and why he wasn't involved. I can't remember the quote too well, but I'm sure after you've read it, we can speak about it a bit more.
I felt that it was basically myself, Matt and Dave, riffing off the fact that we used to be doctors.
It's not quite Ninth Doctor enough. That's slightly northern, but Ninth Doctor, it needs to be a bit deeper.
Okay, fine, I'll do the full thing. I felt that it was basically myself, Matt and Dave, riffing off the fact that we used to be the doctors. I personally didn't feel like the narrative was strong enough. So I looked at it and I thought this was really is this really the way I want to come back, and decided it wasn't. There were other factors, political factors.
It came out a while ago, that quote, but for some reason it's doing the rounds again online. So I thought it might be worth talking about, because what stands out to me in there is he says, "Is this how I want to really come back?" Which implies that if it is a good enough story, then that possibility would be quite open. I saw an interview recently with Moffat as well, in which he said that he felt like Chris was getting quite close to saying yes when it came to the 50th. So makes me wish harder that when it comes to the 60th, if we do get an actual one-off anniversary special, that we might get some Eccleston.
The thing I can't but wonder though is, whilst it's not my favorite episode or by any means, I'd say that Day of the Doctor generally is considered a pretty strong episode of Doctor Who.
Is a
so
lot of that down to the inclusion of John Hare, which obviously wouldn't have been there before if Eccleston was involved?
If anything, I think the story would have been stronger had it been the Ninth Doctor and not the War Doctor.
Okay, why is that?
Well, I think because I imagine the plot would have, just because we would have had that connection to that Doctor, and I'm assuming it would have then been the Ninth Doctor being the one who had the responsibility of destroying Gallifrey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I believe that when the show's revived, the idea was it was McGann's Doctor who did it. But anyway.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember which way. It does get confused. But yeah, I would possibly agree with you there. That would have been a more interesting concept, having actually seen what tips him over the edge.
Yeah. And I just feel like I know that the weight of it is something that kind of the Ninth Doctor then obviously he carries but disguises in a way that perhaps Tennant and Smith don't do after him. So I just feel like it would have been interesting to get that kind of insight into his Doctor's growth personally.